Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the 5 Minute English Podcast. I'm your host, Jessica, and I'm super excited because today we're diving into a topic that can truly change the way you see the world: the power of positive thinking. Plus, I've got a special treat for you all. I'm joined by our brand new co host, Lisa. Lisa, say hi to our listeners.
Hey everyone, I'm Lisa, and I'm thrilled to be here with Jessica on the 5 Minute English Podcast. I can't wait to talk about positive thinking today. It's something I'm really passionate about.
Awesome, Lisa. For our listeners, Lisa's bringing a fresh perspective, and I think you're going to love her energy. So let's get started. Lisa, when you hear positive thinking, what comes to mind?
Great question, Jessica. To me, positive thinking is about focusing on the good in any situation, no matter how tough things might seem. It's not about ignoring problems, but choosing to approach them with hope and confidence. Like, instead of thinking, this is too hard, you might say, this is challenging, but I can figure it out.
I love that. It's like rewiring your brain to see possibilities instead of roadblocks. There's actually science behind this, right? I read that positive thinking can reduce stress and even improve your health. Have you come across anything like that, Lisa?
Ooh, absolutely. There's tons of research on this. For example, studies show that people who practice positive thinking tend to have lower stress levels because they're less likely to dwell on negative thoughts. There's this thing called the stress hormone cortisol. When you're constantly negative, your body produces more of it, which can mess with your health. But positive thinkers, they keep those levels in check.
Wow. So it's not just about feeling good. It's literally good for your body. That's amazing. But let's be real. Staying positive isn't always easy, especially when life throws curveballs. Lisa, any tips for our listeners on how to stay positive when things get tough?
Totally, Jessica. One trick I use is called reframing. It's when you take a negative thought and flip it into something more constructive. For example, if you're stuck in traffic and thinking, this is ruining my day, try reframing it to, this gives me a moment to listen to my favorite podcast, like this one. It's a small shift, but it makes a big difference.
Nice plug, Lisa. I like that reframing idea. It's like putting on a pair of positivity glasses. Another thing I've found helpful is gratitude. I keep a little journal where I write down 3 things I'm thankful for every day. Even on bad days, it forces me to find something good, like a sunny morning or a kind word from a friend.
That's such a great habit. Gratitude is huge. There's this study, I think it was from Harvard, that found people who regularly practice gratitude are happier and even sleep better. I mean, who doesn't want better sleep? I've started doing something similar, but I do it mentally before bed, just reflecting on 1 or 2 good moments from the day.
Ooh, I might steal that bedtime routine. Okay, let's talk about how positive thinking can impact our goals. I feel like when I'm in a positive mindset, I'm more motivated to tackle big projects. What's your take, Lisa?
Same here. Positive thinking gives you this energy, Like, if you believe you can achieve something, you're more likely to take action. There's this concept called a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you think you'll succeed, you're more likely to put in the effort, and that effort makes success more likely. It's like a positivity loop.
A positivity loop. Love that term. It's so true. I remember when I was learning English as a second language, I used to tell myself, I'm getting better every day. That mindset kept me going, even when I made mistakes. Speaking of which, Lisa, since our podcast is all about learning English, how can positive thinking help our listeners improve their language skills?
Great point. Learning a language can be tough, and it's easy to get discouraged if you mess up a sentence or can't understand something. But positive thinking can keep you motivated. For example, instead of thinking, I'm terrible at speaking English, try saying, every mistake I make is helping me learn. It takes the pressure off and makes learning fun.
Exactly. And for our listeners, here's a quick tip. Try watching English movies or listening to songs you love. When you're enjoying yourself, you're in a positive mindset, and you'll absorb the language without even realizing it. Lisa, any other language learning hacks tied to positivity?
Oh, for sure. One thing I tell my friends is to celebrate small wins. Like, if you learn 5 new words or nail a tricky pronunciation, give yourself a pat on the back. It's all about building confidence. Also, try talking to yourself in English in front of a mirror. Sounds silly, but it's a fun way to practice and boost your mood.
I can just imagine our listeners chatting away in the mirror. That's such a fun idea. Okay, we're almost out of time, but before we wrap up, let's share one final thought on positive thinking. Lisa, you go first.
Sure. My final thought is positive thinking isn't about pretending everything's perfect. It's about choosing to find the light even in the dark moments. It's a skill you can build, and it makes life so much richer.
Beautifully said, Lisa. For me, I'd say positive thinking is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. So, start small, practice daily, and watch how it transforms your life. All right, listeners, that's all for today's episode of the 5-Minute English Podcast. Lisa, it's been so fun having you here.
Thanks, Jessica. I had a blast, and I can't wait to chat with everyone again next time.
Absolutely. To our listeners, if you enjoyed this episode, please share it with a friend and let us know your thoughts on positive thinking in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode. Until next time, keep learning, keep smiling, and stay positive. Bye, everyone.